Hey guys, it's Cal here again. This is one of my Korbanth SID installs. Um, you may have seen if you follow me on Facebook that I was doing work on these sort of slowly over time. Korbanth, most people know him now because of the whole Graphics run that he recently did. But last year, or the year before, I don't quite remember because it was quite a while ago. He did a run of Sidious hilts, or Darth Sidious inspired hilts. If you're familiar with how Korbanth did some of these runs, they weren't finished already. They were cast out of stainless steel, similar to when he did the Dooku run. The reason why these are so popular is because of how sort of accurate they are. It's the closest thing that you can get to a fully functional Darth Sidious replica without having to chop up like a £500 Master Replicas version. And it's hollow for electronics, and in typical fashion, it's a 7/8 inch inner diameter. So everything inside here is 7/8 of an inch. Emitter is 7/8 of an inch. It can't be made to 1 inch. It would just cut through the actual walls of the neck here. But either way, he offered two different finishes. It was just the either standard finish as it was cast, or you could pay him extra to polish it. I just bought my one. I bought one of them. I've got another two to install for people, but this is the one that I bought. I bought it. It was unfinished, but I chromed it and polished it, and then powder coated the main body and the flange here. That was probably one of the most challenging aspects of this build, was that everyone knows how when they've seen the Master Replicas version, it has this odd sort of pinkish brownish translucent sort of copper looking finish to it. It was a really hard colour to find, so I spent, I don't know, more than £100 on different types of powder coats, tried so many different ones, and eventually found a good mix, a good powder coating colour for it. Because I tried the copper, but it was sort of too orange, too sort of, it just looked like copper really. But I have the 0.45 scale replica of the Darth Sidious hilt, and if you look at it, it's not like copper. It's not like the pictures on the front of the box. It's not like the images that you see online. It was just a different sort of colour. So it's pretty much 95% the same colour as to what it is to what's on the actual prop. I've spent some time with JQ Sabers in September last year, and they have an actual Master Replicas version, and we put them side by side, and they matched really, really well. So this is the closest it's going to get. Korbanth did gold anodise these parts. So there's a sleeve here, there's a ring here, and there's the pommel. They were gold anodised, but once again, I didn't really like it. There was nothing wrong with it, I just didn't like it because it wasn't close to what was shown on the actual prop. So I stripped these of the anodised, and I had them 24 karat gold plated. So yes, this saber is gold plated. It's got 24 karat gold plating. To get it as close, and it came out perfect. Obviously in this photo cube of mine, it lightens everything up, but when you hold it in person, it is a lot darker. I mean, if I try and sort of shine the light away, you can sort of see that the colour darkens, but once I put the lights back, it lightens the entire area. So I decided to get ahead with the install after I'd done all the finishing for it, and I designed some 3D parts. So it's essentially 7/8 inch all the way through, so I was able to assemble it outside the server. At the time that I designed the chassis, which is here, I had put the slot in for the power extender and the Nano Biscotte, and then recharge port wire passages through here, and an 18500 cell. Now I've got a stock of the Nano Biscotte version 3s, which have the onboard power extender now by Plecter Labs. So it was brilliant that Irv has done that from Plecter Labs and actually allowed us to have the onboard power extender, because it makes wiring a ton easier. But I still use this chassis anyway because I didn't want to waste it. But I will redesign the chassis again to get rid of this, because now it has the onboard power extender. So thanks to Plecter Labs for that. If you don't know who Plecter Labs is, check them out. I'll put the link in the description. See how good sort of prop electronics Irv makes. He's a genius, so thanks to him again for those. And then I designed a switch holder, switch ring. This is 3D printed as well. It holds a tactile switch in here, and the tactile switch is the red button there. I'd used one of my techniques that I've used before with the Vindicant, where I used neodymium magnets. So if you imagine this is the switch, so that's just it booting up now, but you can hear the feedback. It's actually held in with magnets. So if you got that, you'll see just there's a little neodymium magnet on top of a tactile switch. You've got a neodymium magnet on the LED there, and simply just, yeah, and it will never come out. It won't come out unless you grab it with pliers. So it's a really clever way of getting your switches done without having to worry about sort of how you're going to sort of get that tactile feedback that everyone wants from a switch. And it allows for you to easily maintain the Saber. So everything that I wired up inside of here was outside of the Saber at the time. So I had the chassis like that, and then I had the switch rings, and then I had the heatsink in front of it and the speaker holder. And after I'd wired it all, I just pushed it in like that. And then this set screw up here holds the heatsink still, and holds the LED. So sorry for all the boring talk. I know that a lot of you do. I just turned it on. I know that a lot of you like to hear about how I do certain things. So when you want to get access to the recharge port, or I mean, it's Nano Biscotte, so it's got deep sleep. It will go into sleep after about 5 minutes, and it will have a shelf life of like a year. So it will have a very low current draw. So when you want to gain access to the SD card, it's really easy. Just, I don't know what I'm doing here. Take the set screw out, and you've got your pommel. You've got the speaker holder, and you can just yank the speaker holder out. You've got your recharge port there. You've got your SD card access, if you can see it, with just some needle nose pliers or some tweezers, and you can recharge it just there. And then when you're done, just pop the speaker holder back in like that. Get your pommel. Yeah, I cut off the pommel to save a bit of room as well when I gold plated it, and because obviously the more material that needs gold plating, the more expensive it is. So I didn't need those bits gold plated. So just screw that back on like that, and that's how you would do it. And then activation switch. Really nice sounds. I put 2 sound fonts on there. I think one of them's Sidious No Mercy and one of them's Darth Sidious. So flash and clash as well, white flash and clash. It's got a Tri-Rebel deep red, cool white. And it's got 18500 3.7 volt Nano Biscotte version 3 wired for flash on clash. So what I'll do is now is I'll put the blade in and show you what it's like with a blade in. The deep red is just brilliant in how it looks on this Saber. So I just got a 7/8 inch trans white blade in here for now, and I'll power it up. That's just the boot sound, and that is the deep red LED shown there, and then you've got the flash on clash. You hear that nice hum, and then power down, and then we'll hold it down for the next sound font. See how that nice flash on clash is. So that's the Plecter Labs Nano Biscotte version 3. That cool power down sound when you go back to the first font again. Just put it back on here. So that deep red LED, I mean, I've got a fully lit room right now, and it just gives like the deepest red. It's by a Tri-Rebel one, so one of the Luxian Rebels. That's it there. So that's the blade demo. So yeah, guys, thanks for taking a look. This is the Darth Sidious by Korbanth. I just probably need to do the little black accents in here, and then this will be a finished piece. But I was really excited to show you, and if you've got any questions about doing an install like this, or maybe need some assistance, just let me know. I do get a lot of messages, but I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and hit subscribe. I upload videos regularly for my Saber builds, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks very much.